Please hold. This message has been brought to you by Zenith Media's inability to stop us. Cyber Radio 2610 will start shortly. Okay, thanks.
Let's start the show, yo! I am back, my city dwellers, my sewer rats, my chrome mutants, my late night hustlers, broadcasting live from somewhere between corporate oversight and we'll circle back on that. Good evening, Echelon City, or good luck, depending on how your day went. Now, before we begin tonight's program, I want to address something important. Apparently, the city experienced what Zenith Media described as a minor consumer confidence disruption. That's corporate language for, we broke something expensive and now we're sorry. Very sorry. Extremely sorry. Emotionally devastated, actually. You couldn't move across the city today without tripping over an apology. Screens apologizing. Billboards apologizing. Public transit apologizing. A vending machine apologized to me for dispensing a drink correctly. And I didn't even ask. That's how you know we're living in the golden age of regret. You see, back in the early 2000s, companies used to avoid apologizing. It implied responsibility. Now? Oh, they apologize constantly. Not because they care, because apologies are cheaper than solutions. Fixing the problem costs billions. A sad voice and a piano soundtrack? 12 credits and an intern. And you people love it. You absolutely love a well-packaged apology. You don't need accountability. You just need the right tone, a slightly shaky voice, a sentence that starts with, "We hear you," and maybe a CEO sitting on a stool like he's about to perform acoustic therapy. I want to personally say, oh, do you? You personally. Did you personally design the defective neural implant that turned half of Sector 8's cats bilingual? No? But you personally regret it. Beautiful. You see, corporations figured something out about humans. You'll forgive almost anything if the apology sounds sad enough. You don't even need sincerity. You need performance. That's why there's now an entire industry dedicated to apology optimization. Oh yes, you thought public relations was big? Wait until you see apology engineering. These people don't fix problems. They design regret. Algorithms calculating the exact vocal tremble required to make you believe someone learned a lesson. Focus groups testing phrases like, "We take this very seriously." What does that even mean? You take it seriously. Of course you do. You caused it. You think seriousness would be the bare minimum. But no, now it's a feature. Next week, Zenith is releasing a premium apology tier. For an additional fee, the CEO will look slightly sleep-deprived, very moving, and the public eats it up. You'll boycott a company for 3 days. 3! Then they release a 90-second apology video with soft lighting, and suddenly you're back buying their emotional support toaster. You forgive corporations faster than you forgive your own relatives. Your cousin forgets your birthday? Unforgivable. A megacorp accidentally replaces the city's drinking water with vitamin-enhanced coolant. Well, they said they're working on it. Working on it. That phrase alone has prevented more accountability than any legal department. Because once someone says they're working on it, you feel awkward continuing to be angry. You start thinking maybe you're the unreasonable one. They're trying. Trying what? Trying not to lose market share, that's what. Now personally, I think apologies are beautiful. They're one of humanity's greatest inventions, right up there with music and bad decisions. But somewhere along the way, you stopped asking for change and started accepting content. Apology videos, apology statements, apology live streams. We've turned regret into entertainment. You don't want justice, you want a redemption arc, preferably under 3 minutes, because after that, your attention span expires and you're back watching someone cook noodles in zero gravity. And corporations know it. They've studied you. They've mapped your forgiveness cycle down to the hour. Day 1, outrage. Day 2, discourse. Day 3, apology video. Day 4, discount code. Problem solved. Which brings us to tonight's question. If regret is now a service, if apologies are now products, and if every disaster is followed by a professionally engineered emotional response, at what point does sorry stop meaning anything? Stay with us. Tonight we explore the fastest growing industry in Echelon City, the apology economy. And trust me, they regret everything, just not enough to stop.
Did you mess up but you're busy? No problem. Introducing Apology Drone. A smiling micro drone that finds the person you disappointed, follows them at a respectful distance, and plays your apology on loop until they forgive you or enter a tunnel. Choose your apology voice: soft, earnest, slightly trembling, or the deluxe I'm Learning package with optional tier sound effects. Apology Drone, because nothing says sincerity like outsourced regret with a propeller.
Cyber Radio
2610.
Seems like people has an opinion tonight. Well, the music ran. Let's hear it.
All right, Ghost. I'm leaving this as a voice message because I'm not sitting on hold behind a toaster's emotional journey tonight. So here's my problem. Everyone in this city is sorry all the time, and none of it means anything. I got hit with an apology this morning from a delivery drone. The drone, not the company. The drone said, "We regret the inconvenience caused by your package arriving emotionally misaligned." Emotionally misaligned? It was toothpaste. It arrived. It was fine. The drone still apologized like it was about to cry. Then Zenith sends me a push notification at lunch. "We hear you." Do you? Do you hear me? Because I didn't say anything. I didn't complain. I didn't even think loudly. You just pre-apologize to me like I'm some kind of liability. And here's the sick part. It works. I hate that it works. They do the little sad tone, the "we're learning," the "we take this seriously," and my anger just deflates. Not because I feel better, because my brain goes, "Well, now I look dramatic." That's the whole trick, isn't it? They don't apologize because they care. They apologize to reposition you as unreasonable if you stay mad. They don't fix the leak. They issue a statement about water confidence and then offer you a coupon for bottled hope. They don't stop exploiting people. They post a video. They sit on the stool. They look down. They do the sigh. They say the word accountability like it's a prayer. And then they go right back to selling the same thing. I watched a CEO apologize last week for laying off 8,000 people. He said it was a difficult decision while wearing a jacket that cost more than my rent. And I'm sitting there thinking, if you're truly sorry, why do you still have the jacket? Sorry doesn't come with perfect lighting. Sorry doesn't come with background piano. Sorry doesn't come with a discount code. And the worst part is, I can't even tell anymore if I'm angry at them or angry at myself for being so easy to calm down. Anyway, if you're doing a show on apologies, here's my conclusion. I don't want to hear you're sorry. I want you to stop. And if stopping costs credits, then your apology was always just a budget version of silence. All right, done.
Budget version of silence! Zeli, we need that on a t-shirt!
Here we go again. If we had to print all you found funny on a t-shirt, we could stop broadcasting and open a clothing line. And no, sarcasm, Ghost. Sarcasm.
Ghost? Hi, it's me. Still receiving apologies like spam. So I got an apology this morning from my fridge. My fridge. It said, "We regret the interruption to your nutritional journey." Nutritional journey? It's cheese. I'm eating cheese at 2 o'clock because I hate myself. Don't call it a journey. It's a stumble. And then I get to work and the elevator screen is already apologizing before anything even happens. "We apologize for any inconvenience you may experience." May experience? That's not an apology. That's a prenup. And here's my favorite part. Every apology now comes with a product. "We're sorry, and to show you how sorry we are, we're offering you an upgraded subscription tier." Oh, wow. Your apology is locked behind premium. Amazing. In Echelon City, even remorse has microtransactions. Last week, Zenith issued a public apology for a minor oversight where a neighborhood sleep implant started playing ads during dreams. They called it a content delivery error. A content delivery error. That's not an error. That's a business model that got caught. And all the comments were like, "Thank you for being transparent." Transparent? They apologized with a fog machine and a choir. They didn't even name what they did. They just said, "We fell short of our values." Values. You have values? Your values are quarterly. They change every 3 months and they always point toward money. And the CEO. Oh my God. The CEO apology stool phenomenon. They sit down like it's a confession. Hands clasped, eyes slightly wet. A single tear, sponsored by hydration. I take full accountability. Do you? Because you're still the CEO. You didn't take accountability, you took a seat. And we fall for it, every time, because humans are trained like pets. You say sorry in the right voice, and we stop barking. We don't even want justice. We want closure. We want the emotional story to end so we can go back to being tired. That's the real economy here. Not apologies. Fatigue. They apologize until you're too exhausted to stay angry. Then they do it again next week. Anyway, I'm done. I have to go. My phone just apologized for my screen time. It asked if I'd like to upgrade to self-respect. I said maybe later.
Down by the drainage culvert where the maglev hums at night, I met a girl with chrome blue tears in her sodium light. She said the city ate her brother, spit his boots out by the rail, said the cops filed it as weather, said the cameras always fail. She wore a coat of circular lace stitched with borrowed thread, every pocket full of stories no one prints or reads instead. I bought her tea from a rusted drone that buzzed like dying flies. She asked me if I'd seen the river where the quiet data lies. Oh, the neon creek keeps secrets where the broken wires weave, carry down the sins of towers while the sleepless children sleep. If you listen close at midnight, you can hear the engines moan. City takes 1,000 lives just to keep the skyline grown. We walk past shuttered clinics where the lost go line for heat, where the preacher with the cracked up voice sells mercy on the street. She said justice moves like freight trains, slow and loud and rarely late, but the rails run past our houses, so we learn to trust in fate. Then she showed me where the floodlights paint the river chrome and red, said the current keeps the bodies where the warrants never tread. I saw fear behind her laughter, saw revenge behind her grin. City carved a wound inside her, now she lets the darkness in. Oh, the neon creek keeps secrets where the broken wires weave, carry down the sins of towers while the sleepless children sleep. If you listen close at midnight, you can hear the engines moan. City takes 1,000 lives just to keep the skyline grown. Mama sang me outlaw hymns about wolves and iron men, said the world ain't built by angels, son, it's built by broken hands. By the time the sirens echoed through the smoke and bitter rain, she was kneeling by the water, washing blood out like a stain. Didn't ask me for forgiveness, didn't ask me for a lie, just said some ghosts need burying before the living die.
Because the city keeps moving, even when you're trying to pretend you're not part of it. A luxury tower in the financial core rolled out panorama glass that filters out poverty from the street view. Residents report improved sleep and reduced empathy. The building denies the feature exists while charging extra for it. Tourists are lining up to rent a window for an hour and feel successful. Sector 9 paramedics filed a complaint about a new triage update that ranks patients by brand risk. High-profile injuries get priority stabilization. Low-profile injuries get a calming playlist and a survey link. Officials insist this reduces panic and improves outcomes. Nobody can find the outcomes. An underground clinic is selling clean sleep packages. No dreams, no memories, no inconvenient subconscious processing. You wake up fresh, empty, and weirdly easy to manage. Demand is high among night shift workers and people in relationships. A street artist has been editing corporate billboards with microscopic text changes. Because you deserve it became because you'll accept it. Upgrade your life became lease your identity. Zenith is calling it vandalism. Citizens are calling it literacy. Weather Division issued a warning for acid mist drifting through District 3. The mist is technically harmless unless you breathe or own skin. Free masks will be distributed to premium subscribers. Everyone else is encouraged to remain indoors and think positive thoughts about resilience. Finally, a data broker leaked a list of the city's most traded commodities this week. Top 3 were secondhand memories, apology templates, and something labeled quiet. No one has confirmed what quiet is. Everyone wants it anyway.
Cyber Radio 2610.
Ghost, it's me. Again. I swear I'm not addicted to leaving messages. It's just the only place in this city where someone doesn't auto-reply with, "We hear you." So, tonight's topic? Apologies. Love it? Hate it. Mostly hate it. Because I'm starting to think apologies aren't for the victim anymore. They're for the audience. Nobody says sorry to fix anything. They say sorry so everyone watching can feel like closure happened, like the story got wrapped up, like the credits rolled. And then we all go back to being tired. I had a manager apologize to me today. Not for anything specific, just generally. Like he had a subscription. He goes, "If anything I did impacted you negatively, I apologize." That's not an apology. That's a legal umbrella. It's like saying, in the event that you are upset, please accept this pre-approved regret coupon. And the city does it too. Everything does. I got an apology notification from my bank. It apologized for the emotional friction of overdraft fees. Emotional friction. You stole my money and then blamed my feelings for reacting. Then they offered me a forgiveness plan. Low interest. 12 months. Like debt is a personality flaw I can pay off with better vibes. And the worst part is how fast it works. Not on my heart, on my face. The apology hits my brain and I immediately start thinking, okay, now I can't be mad or I look unstable. That's the real trick. Apologies don't disarm the problem. They disarm you. They turn anger into embarrassment. They make you feel like you're being dramatic for wanting consequences. So yeah, I'm done accepting we're learning from corporations that never stop repeating the lesson. If you're actually sorry, you don't need a video. You need a change. And if your apology comes with a discount code, don't worry. I already know what you're buying. It's not forgiveness. It's silence. All right. End message.
No, just continue with the program. No more t-shirt things.
Oh, come on! Fine! Events! Things happening this week that have nothing to do with tonight. The city's weekly reminder that normal was a beta feature. The old grid is hosting a midnight apology burning, where people bring printed corporate apologies, executive letters, and shame certificates and feed them into a bonfire made of shredded NDAs. Organizers insist it's symbolic. Fire marshals insist it's a felony. Both are correct. Sector 7 is running a pop-up identity swap salon. Walk in as yourself, walk out with a rented personality preset from a stranger's archived profile. Refunds available if you feel too authentic. Most people won't. Underpass 44 is holding a found object orchestra night. Instruments include broken door sensors, abandoned drone rotors, and one traffic light that only plays in red. Performance ends when city maintenance mistakes it for a malfunction and tries to repair the art. District 3 is hosting Glitter Funeral Rave. Dress code is black, chrome, and something you regret. The DJ only plays songs that sound like last chances. Half the crowd cries, the other half records it. Everyone pretends it's culture. Zenith is launching a wellness march across the upper loop. Attendance is voluntary, the cameras are not. Participants receive hydration points, compliance badges, and a complimentary smile prompt if their face looks too honest. Finally, there's an unlicensed quiet market moving through the lower wards. No yelling, no music, no ads, no bright screens. If you hear about it twice, you missed it. If you find it, don't point at it. That's your week. Keep your shoes on, your expectations low, and your identity in your pocket.
Down by the drainage covers where the maglev hums at night, met a girl with chrome blue tears in the sodium light. She said the city ate her brother, spit his boots up by the rail. Said the cops spotted his weather, said the cameras always fail. She wore a coat of circuit lace stitched with borrowed thread. Every pocket full of stories, no one prints or reads. Instead I bought a tea from a rusted drone that buzzed like giant flies. Speeded just by every feet, of the quiet shade of the lights. You hear the chorus hold, they said I'm going straight ahead. Is the geography had broken me ahead. What did I keep secret thus far? Keep it this rat, that was swept on in the screen. She said, just moves like framing. It's slow, written in days. But the rails run past our house, and so we'll join us across the face. Then she showed me where the floodlights made the river grow and red, and said the curves on people boring. I saw the flower when he gets his toys in his bowl. Puts his collar on his side of the porch, and she keeps it going till Mama sang another was so tough for her. Yesterday before the second week, when they shared enough sweat, she reclined the star on top that heard the smoke and picture red, and the essence of the water washing saw the black and red. Didn't ask me for forgiveness, didn't sit me for a lie. Just said some hopelessly burying before the living die. If you wander past the rails when the city's cold and weak, you might hear a quiet prayer rise from the banks of Neon Creek. And the skyline keeps on shining like it never knew her name. But the river hums a warning every time it tastes the rain.
All right, that's enough for one night. Tonight we talked about apologies. Not the human kind, the echelon kind. The kind that comes pre-packaged, pre-approved, and delivered with a tone designed to calm you down before you start expecting consequences. The city apologized 43 times before noon. At that point, it's not remorse, it's a playlist. And it works, doesn't it? Not because anyone feels better. Because once someone says, "We hear you," you start worrying that being angry makes you look unstable. That's the genius of it. They don't fix the damage, they fix your reaction. You know what we've built here? A world where accountability is treated like bad customer service. Like you're being rude for asking the system to stop stepping on you. Sorry has become a pressure release valve. A way to keep everything moving without changing anything. That's why it's everywhere. It's cheaper than repairs. It's cheaper than fairness. It's cheaper than admitting somebody should lose their job for once. And the sickest part is how fast we adapt. We don't even want justice most days. We want the story to end. We want closure. We want the emotional tab closed so we can go back to being tired. That's not weakness. That's survival in a city that never stops demanding your attention. Outrage is expensive. Anger takes energy. And the system knows exactly how to drain you until forgiveness feels like rest. So here's the aftertaste. Next time you hear an apology, don't listen for the sadness. Listen for the cost. Because real apology changes behavior. Corporate apology changes lighting. If all you got was tone, a piano chord, and a discount code, congratulations. You didn't witness remorse, you witnessed strategy. This is Cyber Radio 2610. Same signal, same city, still not selling you forgiveness. Zeli, end it!
All right, pay attention. I will keep it simple. Rate the show. 5 stars. Anything less isn't a statement, it's hesitation. Leave a comment, preferably one that makes Ghost uncomfortable, or one that proves you can still form sentences. Either is rare. All music from tonight can be found on YouTube as a separate mixtape, along with a copy of this show. Yes, all of it. No, you will not remember later. You never do. Subscribe while you're there. It takes 1 click. If that feels like effort, I understand a lot about your life now. Share the episode. Group chats, servers, forums, whatever fragile social thread still pretends you matter. And if you have a lasting brain cell and something worth saying, you can write to Cyber Radio 2610 at proton.me. We will know if you are lying. Until next time, try to keep up.